Alright, welcome to tonight's episode of SI Bar Guide Live, aka I don't even know what the name of the show is, we just shoot episodes here.
Live, not
With
so
my...
live.
With...
This is not live.
Oh, it's true, this is not live.
No.
SI Bar Guide Live, not so live.
Fair enough. With
The show that gets a new name.
every episode. It's true. With the two amazingest of the bestest of the greatest co-hosts, hosts, and team members I could ever ask for. I have the amazing
Brittany.
and the amazing
Briana.
B&B. It's great.
B
Love
squared.
It. B squared. I like that better actually.
I hate
But-
both
Too
of them.
nerdy. Yeah, that is a little too nerdy. B&B, I kind of like that.
B&B? B&B
B&B.
then? Okay.
Yeah, cause what does that stand for? Like
Bed and breakfast.
No.
Is that what you get when you hang out with B&B?
No, isn't that like a robbery? Break-in?
That's B&E.
Yeah, that's
Breaking and
break.
entering. So by the way,
Bed and
if your
breakfast.
name starts with an E and you're interested in joining the show, we may have a spot for you. So we're gonna have BBE. So
What?
BB.
BBE.
Oh.
Yeah. Big breaking
We
and
could
entering.
be BBM, Matt.
There you go.
No.
Or BBL. You got the
Lauren. No, she would never.
Just see if we get Lauren Fisher to join in for one episode.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, since I can't be doing.
Just have her
it all the time.
bartend.
Yeah.
That would be kind of cool. She just shows up with drinks. Here's your fucking mojito.
Yeah.
And she just spits in it. But it's all good. It's all.
That'll probably
It's
be the
all.
best mojito I've ever had.
Or she leaves some little armpit sweat in there. It's the good stuff.
Nice
Adds the
Lord.
flavor. Adds the flavor. I know she was at Strickland the other day. Have you guys been to Strickland's yet? It's this really awesome steakhouse in Woodbridge. I think it's in Woodbridge, New Jersey. Since now I'm expanding my horizons to new areas and new locations. Since I don't live in Staten Island anymore, hence why I have to pass the torch at some point. But yeah, great steakhouse. A little pricey.
He's having a hard time letting go.
Side note, he's still gonna do all the posting because neither one of us has the attention span for that.
Nah, I could do like TikTok. Yeah.
I'll still do most of the posting since, like you guys
Yeah.
said. So, and I apologize if you were seeing your post come up a little bit later than you would expect. It's just I have other duties to be performing. But anyways, Strickland's, great place. Highly recommend it. I haven't eaten there yet, but I know everyone who's been there said it was absolutely fantastic. Great steaks. I know Lauren, who's a meat connoisseur, she loves her steaks, said it had the best Brussels sprouts ever. I don't know if you guys like Brussels sprouts. I guess you don't with the face you just gave.
It smells like farts.
Yeah.
What?
I have like a thing about like foods that have a smell to them.
Yeah. That asparagus.
Okay, fair enough. I get it. But, alright, we'll just still say, if you want to try out a great place, Strickland, though it's a little pricey.
That's
but-
like a funny thing to recommend or rave about a steakhouse.
Yeah.
The Brussels
Well, that's what
sprouts
she
are to
said.
die
The
for.
best Brussels sprouts you ever had.
To be fair, I feel like growing up, all of our parents would rave about wedge salads at steakhouses,
That's
which
true.
is like
That's
a
good point.
weird.
Yeah, I never
Gross.
understood that either, yeah.
You can't clean that.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
no, if you
Oh,
watch Gordon
yeah.
Ramsay, he goes into the whole thing with the wedge salads.
I have zero confidence in any restaurant taking a quarter of a head of lettuce and properly cleaning it.
Yeah, they had one at Outback, and that was just like seemed like
Did
it
they
was, like,
grill it?
chopped.
Did they grill it at Outback?
No, it just seemed like they
No,
just
No,
Yeah.
because sometimes they grill the wedge salads. I've seen that. And I'm
I
like,
saw
why?
that on the Kitchen Nightmares.
Yes, yes.
It just seems like the butt of it like cut off with like just a bunch of shit on top of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
For flavor.
I don't
for
want
the
to
added
have to eat a
flavors.
salad with a steak knife. That is literally they hand you a quarter of a head of lettuce and you have to sit there and cut it up.
It's true. All right,
This
so you know what?
episode's brought to you by Wedge Salad.
I was able to find this really awesome bottle of whiskey. I was gonna say, Briana, could you, Brittany, can you guys present the bottle real quick? Tell you what it's called and.
That wasn't the actual top. That doesn't matter.
That was just the cover.
The Wise Man. American Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey.
Which means it's illegal in Canada now.
It's not illegal, they just stopped.
Importing it.
Yeah. Very fancy.
This is very fancy. You want to pour it out? And we'll pour those out. Let's see how it tastes.
Uh,
I have 3.
how
cups in
much
front
does
of me.
this usually run for?
I believe it's $55.99. So not super expensive. Oh, thank you.
Of course.
They're so good to me. Oh, that's a little heavy pour.
Really?
I slipped.
Did you slip? Oh,
My arm perfectly still for once in my life. Because I usually shake like I have fucking Parkinson's. But once I get a hand on that bottle...
It's straight as a whistle. Straight as an arrow.
Straight as a whistle?
Straight as an arrow. Whistles aren't that straight. Straight as an arrow. Cheers. Let's see how this tastes and smells. Salud. Let's see what it's got. It's got a good smell. As our resident expert in whiskeys, how are you feeling?
It's got like the burn like that Makers has.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of. The taste, I'm not...
But it doesn't have that like throat burn when you sip
No,
it.
no, like specifically like in your chest.
That warm you up feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say it's smooth, but...
Not at the same time?
Yeah.
Well, what's the alcohol content on that thing?
I have my glasses.
Oh.
45.4%.
Oh, so that's 6% more alcohol than basically
90.8 proof.
than like Jack Daniels or really any of the other Jameson.
Ooh.
That was a weird sound. All right.
Speaking of watered down, I was watching some podcast. Fuck, I forget the name.
Was it Watered Down podcast?
No.
We should have that podcast. The
Watered
Watered
Down?
Down.
Is that the new name of this episode?
Is it your turn to talk, or was I talking?
It was my turn
We
to
need,
talk.
like,
'Cause I had to
the
give my.
speaking
I never
stick.
gave my rating on the thing. I wanted to end this part of the segment, to be honest with you. But please
Let her
continue.
speak.
Yes. That's what I said.
Let the women speak.
Silencio.
I'm not mansplaining here.
Silencio, Bruno.
Misogynist.
I'm drinking whiskey.
I was watching this podcast and this girl, she's like a big fan of Hennessy, and she was like, I feel like the bigger bottles are watered down, and like the smaller one, like the regular like one that's like, you know, around like this big, she was like, I feel like that's the best one because it's like sweet, but once you get to like the fucking jug type ones, like that, it's watered down.
I wonder if like that's her having it at a bar where it's
That's
definitely
what,
watered
that's what I was
down.
going to say. Is she referring to the fact when she has it at home or when she goes to a bar?
No, like when you like buy a bottle like
Okay.
at a club or if just like in general.
Because you never know. You know, that was one of the things. There was a bar by my old camp, well, by St. John's over in Manhattan.
Hennessy's a
on Astor
cognac,
Place.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There was a bar called the Continental. To all my older guys and people watching this, Continental was a fantastic bar over
Older
on
guys.
St. Mark's.
Only the guys.
Older people. I said, and older people. I meant guys in general. But anyways, why did you give me a slow clap for? Anyways,
It wasn't a slow clap, it was a silent clap.
it was a bar where you can get 5 shots of anything you wanted for $10. It was fantastic.
That
this
could
place.
just be a night.
Yeah.
It was great. You would just go there. I would go there after work, have my 5 shots, then get on the train and go back home.
Plastered.
I had a good time, yeah. And then the guy who owned it was always there.
It's like plastered, maybe
Yeah.
definitely like a little
Feeling
fucked
good,
up,
feeling
but,
good.
Filled with piss.
And-
on the floor.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
5 shots? It's like I had 5 beers. 5 beers really fills you up. 5
There's
shots.
nothing that makes me like pee more than drinking like alcohol or coffee.
Okay. Fair
Like
enough.
I feel like coffee, like I'm like peeing like 3 times.
Well,
in an
isn't
hour.
it a diuretic?
It is a diuretic.
Yeah,
So is
coffee.
alcohol.
Okay, I wasn't
Yeah.
sure. Fair enough, because it just drains you of your water.
I love that
Alcohol.
I'm just switching between these 3 drinks, by the way.
Hey, listen, you do whatever you want. It's a free
Yeah,
country.
I love being bevved up like this. So many options.
It's always good. But
Hydration, fun, and taste test.
so I'm gonna give my rating. I'm gonna give it a 7.7 actually.
Generous.
Yeah, I'm gonna be nice to it. I like 7.7. I think it's pretty good. I like my alcohol to be more smoky and like a mezcal or a smoky Islay Scotch, but that's my preference. And like one of my co-hosts,
I tried that one, right? The something aisle.
You've tried several of them.
Woman. Which is off screen, by the
Yeah.
way.
It's in a different room, not in the library.
Yes, we're in RJ's
Yeah.
library tonight. You forgot to mention that actually
The
beforehand.
Bar Guide Library.
Bar Guide Library. That's right.
Barbary.
Can we just say in case
The Barbary?
in
The
case
Barbary.
in case like I die or something happens, we can call this RJ's library as like a
In memoriam?
memoriam. Yeah,
RJ's Barbary.
Barbary.
Are we gonna get haircuts too?
What? Oh.
Oh, that didn't go so well.
So many things.
Well, but yeah, so we're going to take a quick little break, and then we'll be right back for our next segment, which we're going to discuss how was our weekends and what did we actually do
Quick little break,
for our
you know.
weekends.
Like there's gonna be a commercial
like
ad.
5 times.
Maybe I'll add a commercial, who knows? For our next segment, we're going to be talking about what we did this weekend. So, Brittany, you want to start off? I heard you had a fun time in the city.
I did. Went to go see another play.
Jesus Christ, Manhattan socialite. This is why we're not Staten Island Bargain anymore. We're like
She's living
Tri-state.
like Sex in the City. Yeah.
How much is there a lot of
Which
sex
one
going
would
on?
I be?
Miranda.
I'm don't love that.
What? She's like the smartest one. Besides like Samantha. Like she
I
has like a pretty.
Samantha. That's why.
Samantha's
I got-
cool. I love Samantha. I just started watching after being begged for years by everyone. I think I just hate what's her name?
I know you
Carrie.
Yeah.
What's her fucking name?
Sarah Jessica
Parker.
Yeah, I think I just like for years. Even my old therapist told me, she was like, "You should watch it. Like it's pretty." She was like, "It's outdated, like, you know, it's like the game stuff." But
I
like,
find it kind of odd. A therapist is telling you to watch a TV show about women just running around Manhattan.
My therapist has recommended some truly odd shows, but they've always been really good.
Like what? Now I'm actually kind of curious. Let's
I'm
so
trying
we
to
have
think
next
of any
segment now. We're not actually going to talk about bars anymore. We're going to talk about what have our therapist told us to watch.
that was like the only like watch she told me about because I would always recommend her stuff.
Okay, so you had that kind of relationship.
Yeah, and I think I was just like talking about like my like hoe days or something, and she was like, "Huh?" She was like, "You've never watched Sex in the City?" And I was like, "No, I can't stand fucking Sarah Jessica Parker's face."
I
So,
feel like,
I was gonna say one thing real quick. So, if you guys would like to just hang out and chill with us, we may actually start giving TV show and movie recommendations as well. You know what? We'll each at the end of this episode give a recommendation of the show we're watching right now, and maybe you might be interested in watching it too, and maybe we'll discuss it.
We might in the future do a watch party.
that would be really fun.
Yeah, we'll watch
Like
The
watch
Room.
reaction.
No.
So, yeah.
The Room.
No.
Why can't we watch The Room?
Fucking hate that.
It's the worst movie ever made.
Yeah. I'm not sitting
About
through
the
that.
woman that's kidnapped.
No, that's another Room. I think that's Room.
That's a different.
That's a different Room. We're talking about The Room by the amazing. What's that guy's name? Who's insane?
Something
That guy.
stupid.
I can't remember his name. What's up, man? He produced, directed, starred, wrote, and did everything for that movie.
It's the worst thing ever. Don't
It's
ever watch
it's fantastic. It's the
Okay.
worst movie ever made.
And then they made a movie about that movie.
The Disaster Artist, which stars the Franco brothers.
Yeah.
That's kind of problematic in and of itself.
They
I think
are
he's
kind of
making a
problematic.
comeback. James.
You think?
I think so. I think he was in something like recently, but I forget.
Okay. But anyways, we went a little bit off topic.
We
What
derailed
was-
because she is a city girl, so I compared her to
Yeah.
living the Sex in the City life.
So, how's
Oh,
Shea
yes.
Josephine?
It was. I didn't even say where I went yet.
Oh, I've been there, so sorry.
It was absolutely gorgeous in there. Very like.
Where is it?
It's 30. No.
Is it higher?
I fucking hate when people do that. I'm sorry, because I don't know like avenues and blocks like that, and I'm like uptown. Like, don't give me a number.
It's by
Midtown.
it's by the theater district.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I went to go see an off-Broadway play. It was literally 2 blocks away. We ended up just wandering over there and in.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt, but
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
why when people are like it's on 34th, whatever. It's like it gives the same energy as like show up like 12:15. Like just don't make me do math.
A
Don't make
quarter
me-
past 12. You
Shut
dumbass.
up! It's just a comparison I'm trying to make. Where I'm like, don't make me think. Just
Don't
say
make
the
me-
fucking time.
The higher the numbers go, the more uptown you get. So if you're like between 30 and 50, you're kind of in the mid-towny area.
Right. And if there's no numbers, you're down south.
Town.
You're
Downtown?
Yeah, you're downtown. because numbers only start like.
Oh.
You're actually because I remember there was an incident where the trains weren't running. I think it was one train wasn't running, and I had to get to Prince Street, and I told my friend, "Oh, it's not that far. We'll walk it." That was a bad decision.
That was an awful choice.
Prince Street, that's not too far from the ferry, though. You think?
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
It really is a decent walk.
Also,
It's
Once
about
you
like
get
to
4 or 5 stops, I think.
Yeah, it's about 3 or 4. It's about 3 miles. I want to say.
and once you get downtown, it's not a nice grid format anymore. It's chaos
It is
streets.
chaos streets. Well, I found Broadway, and I went straight to Broadway.
So,
Sorry,
you're
we
leaving the city.
yep got derailed again.
We're not even through our first drink, so this is pretty sad for us.
This is just 3 people with ADHD.
Yeah.
It really is, actually. Yeah, that's basically it.
Um,
But you were talking about your experience in the city.
Yes, so saw the play, ended up at Chez Josephine, had a not very great martini, I'm gonna be real honest, it was not good. It was more vermouth than it was vodka, and that was not pleasant. But the food was absolutely delicious. We had,
Wasn't like a martini just alcohol shaken up?
it's usually vodka, and like they'll either wash the glass with the vermouth or put a little bit in it. This tasted
And martini
like,
should be stirred. It should not be shaken.
Yeah.
this
It
one
was just
shaken.
that James Bond started that whole thing.
I just ordered a martini.
No, I hear it, but I'm just saying that's the way it should be. It should be stirred.
What do we have? That we had escargot.
Fancy as fuck.
Yeah, escargot for an appetizer. Then
City girl.
duck à l'orange.
I like your face there. You're like, what? The orange duck.
Yeah, orange duck.
I'm trying to think if I've ever had duck.
It's so fucking good.
Maybe. I don't know. Go on.
And croquettes, and then a really disappointing dessert, which was like some weird lemon tart that was the consistency of rubber.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it was not a pleasant
We
way
only
to
had
have
the martini,
Yeah.
and it wasn't good.
So would you go back there? That's the main question.
For the drinks, probably not. For
Okay.
the food, though,
Was good,
definitely.
but not dessert.
Well, not
Alright.
that dessert.
And what play? I know I kind of cut you off. I apologize.
Oh, no,
What
you're
play
fine.
did you go see?
We saw what was it? Little Shop of Horrors with Liz Gillies and
I actually want to see that. Yeah.
guy.
yeah.
Fuck. He's in this like really like gay teeny bopper show I've been watching called School Spirits.
Oh,
I heard
Paramount.
about that. Yeah.
On Paramount.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
but-
My sister is apparently in love with this man. This is why she wanted to see the play.
Yeah, he is fine as fuck.
There you go.
He was very sweet. We got to meet him at the end.
So
Play
did
those.
Fabiola's friend. She posted on TikTok. She didn't get a picture with Liz Gillies, but she got a picture with that guy, and he seemed really nice.
We didn't take a picture with either of them because I'm an awkward human being who doesn't know how to interact. So I was like, could you sign this? Cool, thanks.
He's huge, right? He's like 6 foot something.
He's a giant. He is like a twig, and he is so tall, and he is an absolute sweet pea. He stood there and talked to everyone and complimented them.
There you go.
Who
And
did
it
he
was like 20
play?
Seymour.
Great.
There you go.
Liz Gillies was Audrey.
Okay.
I've never watched the movie, but I went to my cousin's middle school play of it, and honestly, it was really good.
One, definitely watch it. If you have the chance to go see the play.
Yeah, Steve Martin is
Go see
Seymour or whatever.
Who?
Steve Martin. In the-
No.
It's
what's his name?
the guy from
Rick
Ghostbusters.
Moranis. Rick Moranis.
Short guy. He was the weird,
Yeah.
nerdy guy in
Rick Moranis.
Ghostbusters.
Oh no, but isn't Steve Martin's the dentist in it?
Yeah, yes.
I never
It's been
actually
a
saw the
really
movie.
long time since
Yeah,
I've seen
I
it.
just know
know
some
he's in it
things.
because like it's like he's one of those people that have always looked old,
Yeah.
but in this movie, like his hair isn't like white, like it's like darker.
Can I just interrupt real quick? When you just said that, it kind of brought something to my mind. Why does everyone in the 80s look so much older than they really are?
In the 80s?
Oh.
Look so much older than they
Hair
really
and
are.
makeup. How they dressed.
Is
Their
that
hair
really
and their
it?
makeup, yeah.
Because I feel like everyone
Literally
looks so
the
much older.
cast of... Because Sex and the City were to double back. Sex and the City
Yeah,
is
they're
on
in
the air
their
again.
30s, but
No, they're on.
No.
The show's on again.
Yeah,
They
they're
brought
back
it
on
back.
there. Yeah.
And they're the same
You
age.
passed that, by the way? Pass that over here?
They're the same age as the Golden Girls were when they started filming that show.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out!
Yeah.
It's craziness. Oh, thank you so much. Much appreciated. Thank you. But yeah, I just feel like in the 80s, everyone who was like playing a teen was like so much older than...
Grease was the 70s, but
they were all in like their 40s playing literal teenagers.
But they weren't though.
Or like,
John Travolta, because one of his first movies was like Bubble Boy and fucking Carrie.
Yeah.
And he was like...
And Saturday Night Fever.
Yeah, actually, that was his breakout.
That was his breakout movie, yeah.
Yeah.
No, we gotta watch that.
I've never seen it. I just remember Welcome Back, Kotter.
You've never seen Saturday Night Fever?
No.
You need to fix that.
Why? It's a great fucking movie.
Yeah.
My brother-in-law looks just like John Travolta.
Like, oh.
Yeah.
Alright, so how was your weekend? Did you do anything exciting? What'd you do?
I went to the Staten Island.
Holy shit! You did something on Staten Island? Like we're actually doing something on the show? No shit! Holy hell!
Wait, to be fair, I did go to the Alchemist last week too.
Oh, you went. Alright, hold on.
We'll double back to that.
We'll double back. All right,
Yeah.
we'll come back. We'll come back to it. Okay.
Let Briana speak.
Okay.
I thought we were gonna do like an episode or something.
Well, we
but
tried that a
she-
couple of years ago, but that didn't work out
She
so
had
well.
plans.
I had tickets to a show.
You something
My baby mama was sick.
as if that can change anything. She's still gonna be sick.
Damn. She wasn't feeling well. Holy shit.
No, I get it. But
You're like, I get it, but I
yeah.
don't really
Well,
get
no,
it.
because my plans fell through, and I was like,
Yeah.
fuck, because I hadn't gone I
be
went
fair,
with
I
you
thought-
2 years ago. I ended up going with Amber because we met with Amber, and then we ended up like losing her 2 years ago.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, well, she was like with her friends
Yeah.
and stuff, but then
But we couldn't find her.
she was in Duffy's because I remember we went in there, but it was too crowded. Or no, we were thinking about going in there, and we ended up going to CCP. And because Duffy's like does the tent outside, so she ended up just going in there. So
We
were
ended
like,
up staying outside of Duffy's for a while.
because we were trying to figure out what to do.
Yeah.
And so I went with Amber. We started off at Duffy's. We stayed there for a hot minute, and it was sardine canned. Like, I don't know why I enjoy the parade as much as I do. I don't watch it.
Are you
I
Irish?
Yeah, I'm half.
Okay.
I don't watch the parade. I fucking hate paying a cover charge to be in a packed bar where it takes forever to get a drink, but I like the parade.
Right.
And like the whole like
You like
bar
the vibe.
hopping. Yeah, the whole bar hopping aspect you end up seeing, which is my nightmare on any other day. Seeing people I knew from like middle school and high school, like any other day, I'd be like, God fucking damn it.
I think
but
it's
then
because everyone's so drunk that no one cares
yeah,
about
and then you're like,
anything.
hey.
It's a good time though. Everyone's enjoying themselves, living
Yeah.
their best life.
It is
I
the only
see.
time you enjoy seeing people that you knew in the past.
In Duffy's alone, I seen like 3 people from Richmond. I was like, what
There
the
you
fuck? One was like a girl that hasn't worked there. She was like a host, and then I ended up seeing Justin, the bar back that's still there, and he was bombed. And I
What was
forget
best
who the
life?
and I saw Raph.
Really? He's still alive?
Yeah.
I just saw a TikTok of him recently
I didn't know he's still alive.
at some other bar, not bar, restaurant.
He was a great chef.
Yeah.
Still is a good
Yeah,
chef.
he is.
Please don't get me wrong.
But that was just in Duffy's alone. Ended up seeing my ex, but like I don't know if he saw me, but I saw his friend, and then after that, Amber was like, I just saw my ex, and then she was like, I see yours too. I was like, what?
Time to go.
We ended up staying there, and then it took like 20, because they have the porta potties, it took like 20 fucking minutes just to use the regular bathroom. And because I was like, I'd rather wait this long inside than
Right.
outside, because it was so cold out. And then from there, I think we went to what's the name of the bar? Oh, Randall's Manor. Is that RMT?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Randall's
Rand-
Manor Tavern.
Yeah. So we went to
Because
RMT.
that's on Henderson, isn't it?
No, it's still on Forest. Like it's on.
That's on.
You don't
Is
even
that
live here
Forest?
anymore.
I'm trying
It's
to
on
think.
Forest. Yeah. It's literally a straight shot from Duffy's. You go past the CVS or whatever.
Oh, did they
Right
move?
down there.
Because they were next to the hospital.
Maybe.
And that's Henderson. That's why I was saying.
Yeah.
Because I knew they were
think
moving.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did they? That's why I'm saying. Did they officially
So
move
we
over
went
to New Spot?
there, and then
Because Randall's Manor is now. It's right. When I drove my girlfriend to the hospital, it's now Randall's Manor Tavern is now the old Liberty Tavern, I believe. Right? They took over that spot.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Because I know where the old one is next. Yep, across
Kettle's
the
right
street.
across the street. Yeah. So I guess they did.
That's
move.
why I was saying.
Yeah.
Because I remember they were moving. I didn't know it officially did happen. And then I saw a sign for it. I didn't know they were already open.
No wonder
St.
that place
Patrick's.
looked so fucking familiar.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I was fucked up because I brought a flask of ginger whiskey, but I misunderstood. It's so fucking good.
That sounds delicious.
Did you put McAllen's in that one too?
Ginger whiskey.
I'm just saying, did you put McAllen's with that? Just saying.
What?
Oh.
Okay.
It's just a ginger whiskey. There's no ginger
Like a
ale.
flavored whiskey.
Okay. I was just asking if you put McAllen's in it to give a little extra spice, extra flavor.
He's never gonna.
Yeah, so I was pretty wasted, and I was like, because I had never been to RMT before, but like I remember I was supposed to go once, and I remember it was near the hospital, and like we were walking, and I was like, "Are you sure this is it?"
Yeah.
And we were there for like a little bit. I had one drink, and then I feel like I didn't buy so many drinks because I had a flask on me. Brought $160 with me. Next day, I was like, "How is there $10 in my wallet?" I think it's from majority because every single place the cover charge is like $20.
Did they take credit? Because I know a lot of places were only doing cash that day.
I brought cash, so I
Because I know Liberty. I know Kettle Black was only doing cash for cover and for the drinks. They didn't want to do any credit.
Yeah, I didn't. No one that I was with was using a card.
Well, a lot of the bars don't want to have to worry about someone running off in their tab and then trying to chase them down. That's a big issue.
Yeah, especially when they have the outdoor spaces. There's no way of keeping track.
Yeah, on a day like that.
I saw Frank. He was working.
Which Frank?
The bouncer from District.
Oh, I think he has. Quick shout out to Frank. Frank, you're amazing. I think you're working a couple of days, either this week or next week at District. So go support Frank.
Yeah. I literally just at Duffy's, and that was like the beginning of our day. That I saw like so many South Shore Richmond District.
Well, let's be real. Duffy's is an amazing spot. Though I will say this: when we did a burger review a couple of years ago, you didn't love the Duffy's burger when you went there.
I completely forgot we did that.
You weren't there. It was just me and him.
Yeah.
Oh no, what's that other place we went to then?
We did Hop.
Hop Shop.
That was the only time you had a burger with us.
Yeah, because you weren't able to do the other two episodes.
Yeah.
So we did Hop and we did Juicy Lucy's, and that was our favorite burger. And now where's Juicy Lucy's right now? On the board. Oh wait, we haven't marked it yet.
Do not touch our beautiful background. Keep your Sharpies away from the background.
Yeah, we just went to those places. Duffy's, RMT, Jody's, which is right next door.
Next door, yeah.
And then we got in an Uber to talk to the town. And because like I had to be up at 4:30 the next day, and I was like, I'll leave by like 5, 6, and then I was like, I looked at the Ubers and it was like fucking $70, and I tried Lyft too, and Lyft was $80.
Well, that's what happens because everyone's trying to get out, so that's why they jack the prices. You should have just called me. I could have.
We ended up going to talk. I had one drink and I chugged like 2 water bottles. Gator was working.
Yeah. Well, if there's ever an emergency and you need me to get you, just let me know. I can see what I can do. I got you both. You know that. And you can ride in the new cool car I have. The new Dadmobile.
We don't have to use your phone speaker for music anymore.
Correct. We actually have.
We should have just put that shower speaker
oh my god
on the roof of the car.
Listen, don't miss the Accord. The Accord was a great car. It did a lot of things for all of us. So.
It literally had a flat tire every single day.
Every other day.
Every day.
Other
just didn't drive it the other day.
Okay, relax.
In summation, Patty's Day, always a classic. Just, walking around like a drunk freak.
There you go.
That was my
I'm kind of sad I missed it.
But Brittany, you didn't do anything on Staten Island this week? Were you just cheating the whole time?
Yeah, I cheated on Staten Island, but I did.
Bullshit.
I did go to a new bar. Briana's already been there. She talked about it.
Oh,
last time.
so you listened to her recommendation.
I did.
Okay.
I thought you went there first.
No.
Oh no, we talked about it.
We talked about it,
last
yeah.
time. Oh, okay.
And then
Yeah.
she
So
heard your recommendation. She was like, "Oh, I gotta try this place out."
So Friday, me and Marissa went to the Alchemist.
Food, drinks.
Both. We had some appetizers and some drinks. It's absolutely beautiful in there. It definitely has like Mid-Island vibes. I have to admit, when you walk into the bathroom and suddenly there's a bright, blinding light,
Yeah.
that was a lot.
Yeah, because it's like
It's
as dark
very
as the
dim.
coop.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and the light is just like full daylight, bright white.
Yeah, like see your pores kind of shit.
And the
Okay.
bathroom's a completely different color than the rest of them.
Yeah.
Which was...
What's the color?
Did
of
they
the
have
bathroom now?
toilet paper?
Yeah, I was gonna
They
say.
did. That was the first thing I checked.
These are the
when
you have
I
to watch
walked
out
in.
for because you gotta make sure the bathroom's okay too.
You know I'm weird and I love looking at bathrooms at like restaurants and bars.
Okay.
I think that should be a new segment. Brittany reviews bar and restaurant bathrooms.
I would love to do
Wait,
that
why
because
don't
I
we
am too a bathroom connoisseur.
We can do SI bar people check.
It
Oh,
sounds
like
an
bathroom,
SG check.
like
Yeah.
bathroom
Yeah.
ratings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love that.
We can do that now because a lot of people are always afraid what's gonna happen if they drink too much. So this way we give you the heads up.
I just like the aesthetics of the bathrooms.
You want me to show
You would love the Boulevard's bathroom.
I need to go to the bowl.
They have like a cart, same thing as the movie theater that's in that plaza. Oh my god, I love it. What the
The
fuck?
Alamo.
The Alamo.
Yeah.
Their bathrooms are so sick. The private ones where it's called like the family bathroom
Right.
when it's just an extended
Is that the
handicap.
commode part? Because I know they have the commode side.
No, that's the ladies' room.
Okay.
It's just the stalls. There's no
Because I
urinals.
know there's like the commode. It gets me confused every now and then.
I
when
always
go
walk into
Alamo.
the guys' room and then I
Well,
turn the corner. I'm like,
some
oh,
of
those
them are
urinals.
mixed, like it's like
Yeah.
gender neutral. But in the Alamo, they have like a little cart that's in there, and it has like tampons, pads, it's like whatever you
I
need.
love
Like,
that.
and
It's always good to have
so
that,
does the Boulevard. They have like a little cart in there that has like any like random thing that you would need.
I love that.
So
I
yeah,
Which is always good.
both
Need to go
10
to
out
the
of 10
Boulevard.
bathrooms.
Which is always important to have.
So look out for our new segment, bathroom reviews.
Bathroom reviews.
It's the girls' room. We're ripping off the Amanda Bynes show.
Now that you both have been to the Alchemist, I haven't been there since I don't go out anymore. What would you guys say is a review for, or a point scale for the Alchemist?
I'd give honestly like a 10 for the drinks.
Okay.
Yeah, the drinks are
Very creative,
so good.
delicious.
The drink menu's huge too.
Yeah.
Did they
A
have the
little bit more
mocktails?
of
Did they have the mocktails?
Yes.
Still? No. Okay.
I didn't see the mocktails, but I
Okay.
They had, like-
Because a lot of people
couple.
don't drink anymore, so we want to make sure everyone has their thing.
Yeah, I think they had like either like 3 to 5 mocktails.
Okay. Well, as long as we have options for people that don't drink, that's very important nowadays in this day and age. Since there's a lot of people that deal with this stuff. Yes. Go ahead. You Simon the tape.
Because I had this thought the other day. I don't understand why mocktails would be the same price as a cocktail when it's
So I read an article about this actually.
okay.
But go ahead, continue.
Well, the only thought that I had was like, why are they the same price when what makes a drink that price is because of the alcohol?
So the reason is it's the same effort of work is what they're arguing in order to make the drink taste the same as an alcoholic drink.
Yes, but
Even
the
though it
price
doesn't
point
have-
isn't the same.
No, I hear you on that one too. But usually the mocktail usually does cost $1 or $2 less. Usually. Not every single establishment has that policy or does that, but normally it's $1 or $2 less. But it is comparable to an alcoholic drink because it still takes a decent amount of effort for the bartender to prepare it in the proper way.
It's just like mixing juice and soda to me. And as a server, I don't know why I get so annoyed when someone's
Right.
like, what mocktails do you have? I'm like, get a fucking soda.
But some places do go the extra length for their mocktails and
Yeah,
try to make
some
it
places.
more special so that way you feel and you're still getting the drinks. That way you don't feel ostracized when you're trying to go out for a drink with friends. So, and then the other spot I wanted to make a quick mention about, Patricia's of Homedale. Not Patricia's, it's Patricia's. I was gonna say after I said that, I was like, it's Patricia's of Homedale. I'm now a Jersey guy. Had a great dinner there. Sadly, no alcohol, so I didn't want to post
BYOB,
any.
you're in Jersey.
I didn't want to post any pictures of it because no, not serving me alcohol, so I have to bring my own alcohol. So is it really part of SI Bar Guide?
Yeah, Jersey has a lot of BYOB places.
Because of the way liquor licenses work. They only
yeah,
have
but
a set
some
number.
places, it's either just you can only bring beer or wine.
Because there's only a set number of liquor licenses for the whole entire state, and then you have to buy one of those liquor licenses. So it's easier for us
Kind of like a
establishment
cabbie license.
to be BYOB.
Cabbie medallion. There we
Yeah.
go. That's the word.
But yeah, that was our adventures for this weekend, and we'll be right back to give you some quick show things to watch, since we talked about that a little bit when we were talking about our therapist. So we'll be right back for that. All right, and since we had talked before about some of our favorite shows we're watching right now, we figured, why not? Fuck it, we don't really do anything right here, so let's just talk about some shows we're watching right now. Briana, what are you watching right now?
I am finally watching Sex and the City, like I touched on earlier. I banged out the first season in a day. Okay, perfect.
Did you have a good time with it?
Yeah. I can't believe you guys laughed that hard at that. It was like the most 5th grade fucking lizard brain reaction I've
She
ever
laughed,
seen.
and then they caught me too, so that's why I'm just blame on her.
Been a long week. Leave me alone.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I started it last night, and because they're quick, they're usually like 25.
You watched the whole first season in one night.
No, technically 20.
That was a weird sound. That was a weird sound. This is the ASMR episode, so anytime we make a sound, we're gonna make sure we call it out there.
Yeah, Mongolian throat singing. I watched the first 6 episodes from when I got home at like 5 something. Because I'll do things while something's in the background, and then I had to be up at 4:30 for work, and I was just sitting there till 8:30, and then I ended up finishing the rest of the season. But I surprisingly like it. I was avoiding it for years because I can't stand Sarah Jessica Parker's face, but I like it.
She's
It's
a hocus
definitely-
pocus. Leave her alone.
Which I loved her in
That
that.
was
Like
great,
I
yeah.
loved her in that.
She is kind of annoying in Sex and the City.
Oh. I
Yeah,
never watched
just
it, so, okay.
annoying, pick me, desperate bitch.
The
I don't
least
know.
likable character.
Yeah,
in
and
that
it's
show.
all about her.
Yeah.
So I don't know how. Maybe she'll have some growth. I don't know. I've had some spoilers because I've seen clips on like TikTok and stuff, but nothing. And I don't think that
And I
would
think there's like
skew my
two
view.
or three movies.
I think it's 2 movies.
2 movies. And then
I
the new
think
show.
There's like 3 or something, and then the show. Yeah, it's definitely a show for the girls and the gays. Love it. Yeah, if you're a guy, I don't think you would give a shit about it, but that's what I'm watching.
Fair enough. Brittany?
Yellow Jackets. I started watching Yellow Jackets, which
Is that the girl with Fallout?
Yeah.
The one with the big eyes? Yeah.
Side note, Fallout. Love that show. Can't wait for it to come back. But same
Me too.
girl. She is so pretty. She's like almost like an alien. Weird side note.
Do you have an alien fetish?
No, you fucking freak.
Okay.
Danny was in Fallout,
He was.
and he told me that I look like that girl, and I was like, I think it's just because she's skinny and has
Big eyes.
bulbish fucking eyeballs.
Fair enough.
Back to the Yellow Jacket. It's a fucked up show. It's so good. I have to
Give a
keep
small description because I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I've never seen it either.
girls soccer team going to nationals they're on a flight to nationals. Plane crashes. They get stuck in the woods, the wilderness for.
They survived the plane crash?
Some of the
Some
Chile,
of
the
them.
Chile team that
Yes,
happened.
I think it's loosely based.
Yeah,
on
I was
that.
gonna say
Inspired by that.
That ate each other.
Gay?
Not that they actually ate each other. Actually, they ate their bodies. Not that good.
It goes from what happened then to present day, flashing back and forth, and I'm only I think 4 episodes in. You don't. Some of them died, some of them didn't, and now present day people are dying, and they got sent this weird symbol that means something to them from when they were in the wilderness.
What present people are dying from the crash?
Yeah, so those that made it back got this weird postcard with a symbol that I'm assuming means something.
Is this
to
like
them.
Final Destination? It sounds like that right now.
I think there's some curse involved in this, and there's some crazy people killing other people.
Is it new? I
It
think
came out 2021. I think the new season just started airing. The
So what are they at, 3 seasons or 4?
3 seasons.
Okay.
So good. It is, while a thriller, I think it's definitely more of like a theme, like more for like
The girls.
the girls.
How long are the episodes?
An hour apiece.
Okay.
So, the first episode was a lot. I had to take a break after that. Really intense. Not really spoilers, the first episode. Very, very graphic scene of one of the coach's legs being crushed by part of the plane, and just kind of, you see it when they lift the plane up. His leg is basically in two, and someone cuts the remaining bit of it off, and it was very graphic.
There you go. All
It
right.
made me want to vomit. I was trying to eat dinner while that was playing.
All right.
Really good though. Can't wait to watch more.
All right. Well, that sounds like a good recommendation. So, actually, real quick, before I talk about my show, what would you give your show so far?
So
From what
far,
you've seen.
out of 10?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go like 8.2.
Okay. You watch Sex and the City, what would you give it?
I think the same, maybe like a 8.5. Just because in that one season, there's so many things that, like, as a woman that you could relate to, and just that one little bit that I think it, like, doesn't, like, when it comes to, like archetypes of people, it doesn't matter. I think you could be, like, so different from someone else, and it's just, like, a
Right.
woman thing that you could relate to.
Right.
And, it kind of is, I don't know if it's because I'm getting my period, but, like, it's been making me hate men so much.
Okay.
But,
That's a new
yeah,
TV show.
8.5, very relatable, and it just shows, like, the whole, like, womanhood experience has not changed much, even though this was, like, it's
90s?
like
Late
25
90s.
years old. Yeah, it was in 98 was
That's
when it came out.
30.
And it shows that really, like, nothing changes with, you know,
Time.
the human experience and
Right.
relationships and stuff.
All right. So all of our lovely girls here made the recommendations for shows. I just wanted to shout out a quick show that I've been loving so far, The Pit. I believe it's by Noah Wilds. I forget his name per se, but it's an amazing show about the ER dramas, about what's going on in the ER. And I don't know if anyone watched ER back in the day. You know, I'm old as fuck, so I
Is that
saw
those, like,
ER back in the day.
Melodrama hospital
Yeah,
shows that
exactly.
are, like, yeah.
So this one is basically taking place in a Pittsburgh hospital, and each episode is a 1-hour shift at the hospital, and it's been just absolutely fantastic. I highly recommend anyone to just watch just one episode, and I feel that you watch the first episode, you're gonna get drawn into the show, and it's freaking just.
Is it character based or?
Both. It's both. Like it's drawing into each character because it essentially shows that the residents there, the new teacher doctors that are there because they're also learning on the fly, and you have like Noah Wild. He was the young doctor in ER. Now he's the head of the unit, but it's not the same character. But he's playing a character that's been there for a while. It's been absolutely great. I've watched probably 8 episodes of the show, and I've been just absolutely enthralled. It's been just freaking great. But I don't know. My throat's been killing me though. I shouldn't do this. You know, I'm just gonna run to the restroom. Can you just close this up real quick for me?
All right. Well,
I guess we're done for tonight.
I hope RJ's okay. Thanks for tuning in for another episode of SI Bar Guide. This was our 7th episode.
Maybe.
Maybe?
We've kind of lost track at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for tuning in. If there's any bartenders or people in the service industry that would like to join us as a guest, reach out, let us know, and maybe you'll be sitting here next week.
Tune in next time. It may be a month.
Probably a month. Good night.
And go birds.